Before we get started, I want to say this video is for those of you looking to grow as a content creator. Now, if you're someone who just wants to create content or stream for fun, feel free to watch the video, but these tips and tricks I'm going to share with you guys today are some tips and tricks I learned over the past year to eventually go full-time as a content creator. What is cracking, everybody? My name is Matt Kraken, and for those of you who do not know me, I am a content creator that creates educational content centered around graphic design, video production, videography, photography, all that kind of stuff, mainly geared towards those of you looking to start a content creation career. Now, at the time of filming this video, I started my content creation journey probably about 15 months ago, and I've learned a lot about the industry in that amount of time. Now, I was pretty lucky when I started my content creation journey, as I already had a 10-year background in graphic design, photo and video production, and digital marketing. Now, those skills and abilities definitely played a role in my growth and success thus far, and it also allowed me to have some sort of value to offer my community or audience when I started creating content. So today we're going to go over some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way in the past 14 months or so, but there's one crucial thing we're going to do today, and that is breaking these tips and tricks down. So I know in this industry there's a ton of tips and tricks videos. There's a lot of videos out there to help you grow as a content creator, grow as a Twitch streamer, grow as a YouTuber, and all that jazz. There's one crucial thing that I'm not seeing in a lot of these videos, and that is personally breaking these tips and tricks down, asking yourself why and how. So today we're going to go over the whys and the hows with these tips and tricks and really discover why you should be doing these things and how you should be doing these things. Also, why they work and how they work. Now, before we take a deep dive into this video, feel free to hit that sub button and that like button. If you have any questions or concerns, drop a comment, or you can catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/MattKraken, where I'll be streaming 3 days a week. One of those days will be Tuesdays at 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time, where I am doing a live podcast with other content creators, other designers, and we kind of just talk about the industry, talk about what inspires us, talk about success and stuff like that. Now, if you're not able to catch it live, you can go ahead and check it out on YouTube, where I re-upload it, and it's also available on most of your favorite podcast stations like Spotify and Apple Music. So let's get into the tips and tricks. Tip number 1, stop thinking of yourself just as a streamer and start thinking of yourself as a content creator. But why? Because content creation is centered around gratification from your audience or your community. And streaming is considered instant gratification, meaning you are the creator offering some sort of value right at that moment in time. Now, if you're a brand new streamer, then you probably have little or no community at that point in time. And that is totally okay. So creating valuable content on other platforms will build a community to draw others into your live content. But Matt, can I just build a community just on Twitch? Well, yeah, you can, but you are only discoverable for those moments of time that you are currently live. And during those live moments, you are way less discoverable on Twitch's platform than you would be on, say, YouTube or TikTok's platform. Here's a scenario, and in fact, this scenario is identical to my first streaming and probably pretty similar to a lot of your guys' first time streaming as well. Now, you go live for the first time, you hit that go live button, and Jimmy and John show up because, hey, you're playing Warzone or you're playing a video game with Jimmy and John anyway, so why wouldn't they come watch you? Okay, so next time you go live, you say, all right, now I got the hang of it. I tested the waters. I'm going to post something on Facebook. I'm going to post a link and say, hey, I'm going live on Twitch. Come check me out. So now Mom and Dad and Uncle Joe and Jimmy and John are there still, along with some other Facebook acquaintances stopping in to say hello. Why do those people show up? Those people show up because that is your day-to-day community. This is the community that you have at your disposal at this point in time. You haven't created content on other platforms yet, so you have no like-minded community. You do have a day-to-day community, meaning your friends and family. So that's why the first time you go live, your day-to-day community are the ones showing up to support you. So the point is, creating content on other platforms will build a like-minded community that will want to go watch your live content. You don't just start with live content because you haven't really built a community that wants to come and support you yet. I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I mean, it's just the truth or reality behind it. Now, scenarios might be different. Maybe you already have a following and you already have a following for some design stuff that you do, or maybe you're in a band or a musician and you already have a following, then that scenario is going to be a little different. But if you're just an average Joe like I was, just starting for the first time, you don't really have a community. And that's what 90% of people have when they first start streaming. Just your day-to-day community, friends, and family. So in short, making valuable content on other platforms will give yourself a like-minded community that will want to watch your live content. Once again, live content is instant gratification. It lets the viewer connect with you at that moment in time. They see what you're doing right now. That's why live content is so great. It's instant gratification for your audience. Tip number 2, learn the skills and abilities needed to succeed inside of this industry. Being a content creator means you're a jack of all trades. You're a writer, you're writing your own scripts, you're a video editor, you're cutting down and creating videos for YouTube, or you're splicing videos to put on YouTube from your live streams. You're learning about audio and visual hardware. You're also learning about software, and you also should be knowledgeable about PC hardware as well. Now, that doesn't mean by any means you have to go out and buy the most expensive cameras, PCs, microphones, or anything like that. That's a big misconception. In fact, being a new streamer, you will learn just about how frugal you can actually be. If you want to learn more about that, go check out my video I made on budget stream lighting. Another big skill for content creators is going to be social skills. Social skills are huge for content creators. It's what allows you to adapt to your personality when creating content and speaking to your audience. You also need to be able to communicate to other creators for networking and businesses. Tip number 3, understand your value as well as your brand. Now, how does this help? Understanding your value as well as your brand will help you become much more efficient. Value is anything that offers education, inspiration, or entertainment. It's the link that connects you to your community. And your brand, well, that's your visuals, your personality, your identity. It's what makes you unique. It's how your viewers will identify with you. Finding your value isn't something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to take time, so the best thing to do is be patient, try new things, learn from your analytics, and also learn from your audience. Once you do have an understanding of your value and your brand, it's ideal to write these things down. Write down what it is, who it's for, how it's going to work, and why it's going to work. Seeing it written down is just a visual way of understanding your brand and your value. And trust me, the more you understand your own brand and your own value, the more that'll come across in your content. The more you understand yourself, the more your viewers are going to understand you and what you're trying to convey in your content, or how you're trying to portray yourself in your content. Tip number 4, be patient and be consistent. Content creation is hard work. If anyone's told you otherwise, they're lying or they're full of it. There's no secret hack to becoming successful. There's no cheat code. There's no workaround. There's only hard work, dedication, and consistency. Now, there are going to be things that help you along the way, like becoming more efficient. Find the best ways to stay organized and work smart. Along the way, you will learn how to become more efficient in your own ways and what style of workflow is going to best suit your content output. So stay positive and patient, keep that consistency, but most importantly, keep yourself inspired. And I'll leave you with this, and I'm going to start saying this a lot more in my videos, maybe every single one of my videos, but success is earned, not deserved. And that's it for today, guys. I hope this video was able to shed some light on new content creators or people who are just starting out in content creation. Just a reminder, I stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/MattKraken 3 days a week. Every Sunday, I'll be posting my weekly schedule up on Twitter and Guilded and Discord. And once a week, I do the What's Crackin' podcast over on my Twitch channel, where we talk about what's cracking in the content creation industry. I'll grab designers or fellow content creators, and we'll just kind of chat for about an hour, maybe even longer. So feel free to join us over on Twitch once a week. If you don't catch it on Twitch, I do upload it to all your favorite streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. And also, I will be uploading it once a week here on YouTube. Until next time, guys, peace and much love. I'll catch you later.